woke up to a really fun surprise the other morning. Flowers! And it was an even bigger surprise because I had thought I planted orange petunia seeds, but these came out this really pretty pale blue color, which I love. I wasn't sure what happened. I thought maybe they might have given me a bag of blue seeds instead of orange ones. So either that was the case, or I also read online that sometimes hybrid flowers, the genetics can get a little wonky, and sometimes even if a parent flower is one color, the children won't be. So far 4 of the 6 petunias have had flowers, and they have all been this color. Unfortunately, it's a little bit sad. The blooms only last for about a day or 2. I also read that that's pretty normal, but I wish they last longer. They're so pretty. When they start to dry up, they look like this. And then what you're supposed to do is, it's called deadheading them, which is when you take off the spent blooms to encourage the plant to make more. To do that, I reach down to the very bottom of the stem and then just gently squeeze that, and then the top will come off. Also, sometimes plants can start growing a little bit too tall and long. They call that getting leggy. And when they're leggy, it discourages growth from the bottom because the plant is trying to push all the nutrients up really far out and it strains itself. So they recommended that you cut the stems. If you're going to do that, you want to cut it right above where they meet another part of the stem. And then if you want, you can take the cuttings and you can replant them and try to see if you can get another plant to grow from them. I planted this one a couple days ago and so far it doesn't look dead, so I have high hopes for it. My tomato plants are doing extremely well. Ta-da! Look at this guy. And then we also have this one. The smaller one was actually planted into a pot before the larger one. So the only difference between these two is the soil. The first about 5 plants that I potted, I used soil that I had sitting around for a couple years, and I didn't think anything of it. It was Miracle-Gro soil, but apparently that soil doesn't retain as many nutrients, possibly, because the next 5 plants I potted had new soil because I ran out of the old stuff, and then those plants have been, whoa, thriving. So that was something I learned, that the actual soil you use makes a difference too. To help the stragglers along, I didn't want to necessarily repot all of them. I got these Miracle-Gro singles. You mix this packet with a gallon of water, and then you water the plants about once a month with that. So for these little guys, I gave them a bunch of Miracle-Gro, so we'll see what happens. And these tomato plants were so big that I had to stake them. So what I did was I took a shish kebab stick and just put the shish kebab stick in the soil about right next to where the stem is. And then I took the twist tie and just put that around very loosely so that it keeps the plant against the stick. Because that way I can easily remove it if I need to. If the plant starts growing a different way and I need to readjust this, it's all very easily taken apart again. Okay, that's it for this time. Crazy Plant Lady signing off.